Okay, welcome everybody. It's nice to see everybody, and we all have hot weather, right? Which is lovely. We had some rain today too, which we need. So let's just take a moment, put one hand on our hearts and one hand on our bellies, and just come and relax and cool down and relax and notice your breathing. Oh, maybe take some deep breaths and even do that. You remember the one where we curl our tongue up? It keeps us cool. Remember that one where you curl your tongue? That's the one that cools you down, remember? There. So I was just saying that the power went out. I had all this ready, and then I had to rush around. And redo it. Well, we hope the power stays on. There, and Sarah's just joining us, so that's nice. Sarah's just here in time to notice how we're feeling today. I'm sure you know these pictures off by heart. You've seen them often enough, so just notice. Remember, just notice. And there's the barometer. So remember, if you're, hopefully nobody's here. We'll just go right here. We'll just go right to the green zone and hope that everybody is calm and excited and focused and happy. And so you are going to enjoy this feeling and shake it out with others. But you might be feeling maybe a little tired or sick, hurt, or sad, maybe tired with the heat. So if you do, then just keep cool, keep drinking some water, right? Remember, it's been a while since we had to think about keeping cool and hydrated in hot weather, but there we are. And a prayer for May. May you be happy. May you stay healthy. May you feel safe. May you find comfort. May you sense peace. May you give love. May you possess courage. May you have faith. May you spread joy. May you be kind. And guess what? There are 5 Thursdays in May. So next week we will still be thinking about May. And I'm sure your flowers are out. Our flowers are not out yet. But apparently there are tulips where they grow tulips. This is a company and they grow the potato. So if ever you have the little potato company, it's the same people that grow the tulips here, Vanco. So I'll be driving around very soon and see tulips. I have to say though, I see lots and lots of dandelions. Some fields are just yellow. Oh, but remember, the month of May is mindfulness challenge. Remember the challenge we have for the month? I hope you're all filling out the back there. And even if you're not filling out the back, just maybe thinking about mindfulness every day. So we just have to take notice of moments when you're feeling scattered or stressed or anxious. And then you can just bring yourself back into the present moment and be mindful of what's around you, of how you feel. And you can do a daily activity like eating, doing the dishes, or brushing your teeth. Do it mindfully. But anyway, what is mindfulness? We keep saying do it mindfully, but what is mindfulness? Paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. So paying attention on purpose. So really notice how you are feeling. And in the present moment, slow down and focus what is happening right now. And non-judgmentally notice how you feel, your thoughts, good or bad, and then just get on with life. So if you're sad, then cry, and if you're happy, then laugh. And I had to laugh the other day because our challenge says do things mindfully, like eating, doing dishes. Well, Anna watches The Big Bang Theory, and one of the episodes the other day was they went to a soup kitchen and they had to do some chores, and one of them was washing dishes. And Raish, if you've ever watched The Big Bang Theory, Raish said he meditates, and he said all these things. And it was kind of joking, but he said these things, and it made me laugh because I thought this is our challenge this week, to mindfully do the dishes. So here we are. We've got the brushing the teeth. So we have to just do it nice and slowly, noticing the toothpaste, the color, the smell, the shape, maybe closing your eyes, noticing the taste, the sounds. And then when you're washing the dishes, just be mindful of picking up one thing at a time. Or if you put things in the dishwasher, you could just be very mindful of each dish that goes in, the color of the dish, the shape of the dish, and how you're going to put it in the dishwasher. And then the eating, eat to stay healthy, eat slowly, eat without distractions, take small bites and chew, and engage all your senses to really notice how it tastes and feels in your mouth, and appreciate your food. So we're back to the pictures this week. So this is a new picture, and I kind of thought this was good because we see the lady with a hat on, but the giraffe is looking down, and that's what the giraffe sees. We have to be mindful of what other people see, right? I thought that was kind of funny. Oh, look at that one. That's interesting, isn't it? If you really look, kind of plays with your mind. Ooh, you see this one side of a face, but then that one side of the face turns into a face looking that way. We have a nose and the lips. I saw that one and thought, oh, I have to add that to the collection of photos we look at because we see this one, right? So you might see a vase, the white vase with the butterflies, or whatever they are, the moths flying out. Or you might see the two faces, silhouettes of two faces looking at each other. The faces are black and the white background. This is when you like mindfulness is looking and really paying attention. And there's this one. So first of all, I'm sure you see all the umbrellas, the parasols. They all almost look like red and white little candies, don't they? Well, that's what I think, but I mean, that's what I think. You might not think that. You just have to look at the picture and think, it's a beach scene, because there's the water, and there's pebbles. It's not sand, they're sitting on pebbles. And then there's this one. It's kind of I zoom in on this. I don't know where you go. Your eyes go first. I sort of look at this and then I start to realize, oh, it's a blue picture. Oh, yes, it's blueberries. That's what I think, but that doesn't mean to say whatever you think is wrong. Whatever you think is right, because you're being mindful. Oh, remember this one? The arms and the hands and the light. And then you maybe start to notice, because that's kind of the focal point, I think. And you start to notice there's a face, there's a face, there's a face, there's a face, there's a face. And then there's this one with the little circles from a hole punch. And you kind of see all the colors, and then you start realizing there's circles, and you start realizing, oh no, they're not. Some of them aren't the circles, some of them have little bits out of them. They're not circles. Some of them look like the moon in the sky when it's not a whole moon or a full moon. You start to notice all the colors. I see the turquoise first. You might see another color first. And then there's this one. You might see the swoop. It looks like a wave, doesn't it? Big piece of concrete, I think. And then the stairs are going down. It's a spiral staircase. Stairs are going around. And there's the floor down there. We can look right down to the floor below. So mindfulness, what else could you do? Oh my gosh, I've got you washing the dishes, brushing your teeth, eating your food nice and slowly. So another thing, mindfulness, is just stop, listen, what do you hear? So just stop for a moment, close your eyes, listen for sounds around you, and listen for faraway sounds, nearby sounds, and two sounds right beside you or inside you. So I sent you this, kind of expands on the eating mindfully, food adventure. And one sheet had the picture, and then on the other sheet was the text. It says, try eating silently and enjoying the flavors of your meal. Discover the textures, smells, and tastes of the food. Think about where the food came from before arriving on your plate, and be grateful for happy food. So that was one thing I sent you. And the other one was the great outdoors. The great outdoors. So it says, go outside in nature to awaken your senses. What do you smell? What sounds do you hear? What could you hold in your hand? What do you see? All these things are being mindful. Okay, so now we have our meditation, and we're going to watch our little video because we're going to review anchor breath. It's always good to review this little video, I think.
Imagine that you're on a small boat in the middle of the ocean, and the wind and the waves are your thoughts and feelings. When the water is calm, it's easy for you to steer your boat where you want it to go. You can see what's around you, make good decisions, and enjoy the journey. But when the seas get stormy, when the wind and the waves get bigger and stronger, it's easy for a little boat to get tossed around. If the storm gets big enough, it can be hard to see anything else. Your boat is getting so tossed around that you can't see where the storm is coming from or how to get out of it. Sometimes you can't even tell which end is up. But your boat has an anchor. A boat with a strong anchor still feels the wind and the waves, but the anchor gives your boat the steadiness it needs to weather the storm without losing its way. This anchor is inside of you. In fact, you have 3 anchors. Your body, your breath, and your mindset can all be powerful anchors that keep you steady when your emotions get stormy. But just like the anchor on a boat, our inner anchors can only help us when we know where they are and how to use them. The practices of yoga and mindfulness are powerful ways to get familiar with our inner anchors, learn how to use them, and explore all they can do. The best time to practice is when the seas are quiet. Then, when you're faced with a challenging emotional storm, you'll be better able to use your body, breath, and mindset to help you stay steady, safe, and heading in the right direction. Bon voyage!
Yep, so it's all, I love that little video. It's so good. And did you notice she said yoga and mindfulness? So we're focusing on mindfulness this month. And we'll just do a review without the video about anchor breath. So just a reminder that when you're calm, you're just going to practice, right? So you might want to notice if putting your hand on your heart, both hands on your heart, is a good place. If you feel anchored there, or if you put your hand on your belly and notice how you're breathing. Because when you breathe in and it's deep, your belly goes forward. Your belly moves in and out if you have those deep breaths. So if you can't feel your hands moving on your belly, then you're not breathing deeply. But if you really breathe in, your belly goes out, and that's a nice deep breath, and that's the one that's going to help you calm down. Or you might want to put your hand in front of your mouth and feel your breath. So just decide right now which one is for you. Is it hand on the belly, hand on the heart, or hand in front of your mouth? You just decide right now. And then when you do get stressed, remember stressed, or you're like in a boat and you're getting tossed around, you just feel like, oh, you're getting tossed around and you don't know what's going on, then you think, aha, anchor breath. I need an anchor. So you can either do heart, belly, or hand in front of your mouth. Just take a moment just to notice which one of those is going to be the best one for you. And so remember, every week we talk about this. So mindfulness is letting go. It's a lot of things. It's a huge thing, mindfulness. But when we practice yoga, we're really practicing mindfulness too. And every week, all the basis of mindfulness is all into yoga, and every week we talk about this. So really every week we're doing mindfulness. So these things that come up on this slide, letting go, be patient, accepting, and gratitude are all on the list of mindfulness. It's very confusing, isn't it? But if you don't think about it, if you don't think about it being confusing, just think about, oh yeah, just let go, be patient, accept, and gratitude. Think about the anchor breath and thinking about just paying attention, then you'll be fine. So I have my empty basket. So we are going to do one of our mindfulness attributes, which is gratitude. So Claire, maybe you could take a moment to be grateful for something. Thank you. And Kathy, just take a moment to be grateful for something. And Megan. And Sarah. There we are. Well, thank you. So these challenges I send you, the monthly challenges, it kind of just helps us to focus on something that we do all the time. So other challenges have been the breath. Well, we're always practicing breath work. And then sometimes it's about going to a yoga class. So we do that all the time, right? And sometimes it's about being grateful. Well, we do that all the time. So it just kind of focuses our attention on one thing, which we are doing all the time. Yoga is lots and lots of different things. Remember, it's like a tree, and there's 8 limbs on the tree. So yoga isn't just one thing. And if you kind of put it all together and shake it all up, like I say, shake it all up and then it all falls down like this at the end. This is all mindfulness. So don't ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. Let it go. Now I need my story. And you'll be surprised about this one because it's magic, my magic breath. And look at the title, Finding Calm Through Mindful Breathing. So we're not just going to go, or you're just not just going to breathe like you do without realizing that you're breathing, right? This is my magic breath, finding calm. So it's like anchor breath, right? When you're doing your anchor breath, you're actually using it to find some calm and you're thinking about it. So this is a story about finding calm through mindful breath, and it's my magic breath. Do you have magic breath? Let's see. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Wow, you do have magic breath. The magic breath is special. It helps when you have too many thoughts running through your mind. At the end of the day, there is a lot to think about. Sometimes when you are worried or nervous or sad, deep breaths can help push some of those thoughts away. Think about when you feel happy. Taking a big breath in and thinking about something that makes you feel great will help you enjoy your happy moments even more. It's magic. Let's try it out. What happened today that made you smile? Take a deep breath in and picture that moment in your mind. Get ready. Let's blow out all those happy thoughts onto the page. Now, that looks like happiness. Keep blowing, keep thinking happy. Phew, that's a lot of happiness. I bet you have a smile on your face. A big smile can make you feel better. But sometimes things happen that make you feel sad or mad. Did something happen today that made you feel that way? I bet it's stuck in your mind. Let's try your magic breath again. Think about what happened. Now keep it in your mind. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Now blow out your breath. One more time. Take an even bigger breath. Remember that happy thought? Use it to push out your sad thought. Can you blow that sad thought right off the page? Keep trying. Make sure to blow all the sad thoughts out of sight. Phew, you did it. Goodbye, sad thoughts. Do you feel better now? You used your magic breath to help you. Taking deep breaths in and out when you are sad or mad or worried or happy can help you feel better. Your magic breath can help you laugh, appreciate happy times. Magic breath can also help you feel calm when you are not so happy. Instead of having your mind filled with thoughts at the end of the day, your mind is ready for sweet dreams. Let's do one big yawn together. Time to give your magic breath a rest. Sweet dreams until tomorrow. So it's kind of saying the same thing as the anchor breath, right? Almost, they're going, it's almost the same thing, right? Talking about when you're feeling upset or anything, just noticing the breath, doing something like the anchor breath tells you here, here, or here. And one thing I do all the time, I tell the adults, all my yoga classes, is we just take a deep breath in and then just let it out really slowly as your arms come down. Exhale very, very slow. And there's a very scientific word. I'm going to tell it to you, and hopefully you'll remember. It's called the parasympathetic nervous system. Ooh. Well, that is what helps to calm you down. And when you take a breath in, but then take a long, slow exhale, a long, slow breath out, that's the one that calms you down. So why don't you just practice your anchor breath or do a long, long exhale while I move to my mat. You just do some practicing of your, I want it to go low enough, but I don't want it to fall. Oh, there we are. So I'm just going to get myself comfortable on my mat. Sit up nice and tall. Wherever you are, once you've practiced practiced your anchor breath or your long, slow exhale, or just even breathing. Ooh, just noticing your breath. And of course, we always put one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. That helps us to notice how we're breathing. We're always doing that. So we're always practicing mindfulness. We're just talking about it more in the month of May. So now we can just start to slowly move, doing our cat and our cow. And even when we're moving, when we're doing our poses, the asana, we're still breathing and we're still noticing our breath. And also in yoga, we're very mindful. So we're really noticing how we feel too. So we're doing everything. So you can call mindfulness or you can say yoga, and you just know you're doing it all means the same thing. So then we'll do our side to side, go nice and slow, so nice and mindful how you feel. So notice if you're a little stiff or a little achy, if you reach over this way, your arm's a little sore today. You just notice and you go, oh yes, I'm a little slow or a little sore. Now we go back to our cat and cow, nice and slow. So it's kind of easier if you breathe in when you're doing the cow and then breathe out when you do the cat. Be mindful of how you breathe when you move. And then we're going to reach up high, reach up, and then we're going to do our twist. So nice tall spine, looking over your shoulder, and then up and over to the other side, nice and slow. Tall spine, looking over your shoulder, and then up and over again. And then we're going to reach up, and then we'll do that long breath out. That's the one that calms us down, right? So long, you're breathing out, you're breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. And then back to our cat and cow. And then just sit nice and tall. Just sit. Maybe close your eyes. And we're going to scan your body right from the head, down your neck, down your arms, down your spine, in your heart center, to your hips, to your legs. You're going to scan your body and just notice how every part of your body feels. Are there any aches, any tension, any stiffness? Just notice if there's anything going on. So that's us being very mindful of how our bodies feel. And you could also notice how your head feels, your brain. Just notice how your brain is. Is it thinking about something else? Thinking about your the painting you're doing at the moment, or what you have to do yesterday or tomorrow or later. And so just really focus on what you're doing right now. Just focus on breathing. Just breathe in and out. And that's all you're going to think about. Just breathing in and out. So that's what mindfulness is. Just focusing on the present moment. Now we're nice and calm right now, maybe. I hope you're feeling calm, but I don't know what's going on inside your head. If you're feeling all worried about something. So right now we're just going to practice our anchor breath. So everyone decide which one they want to do. So you might remember it's on the heart, on the belly, or in front of the mouth. So you just decide which one you're going to do, and everyone is right. There's no wrong anchor breath. There. Now we're just really focusing on breathing right now. Hopefully you're focusing so much that it's really calming you down. You're really noticing how you're feeling, and you're not thinking about what went on today, what's going to go on later. Just you're focusing on your breathing, on the breath, and on your body, and sitting wherever you're sitting. Just notice where you're sitting, how your body feels. And then we're just going to slowly move. So when we say slowly and mindfully in yoga, that's all we're doing. We're just going to think about moving into our tabletop position. And we'll do our big circles with our hips. Really go nice and slow. Really notice how your hips go down and around and forward and then down, right down to the heels. Really notice where your hips are moving. When we move like this, we're stretching a muscle in our lower back. So if you do it nice and slowly, and really think about that. And that's being mindful. That's what yoga is all about. And just want to place those hands nice. Feet right as far as you want to go, as far as you feel good. And we'll just lean forward and do our plank. So our hands are under our shoulders. And then just rock backwards into our child's pose, extended child's pose. So the knees are together and the arms are straight. And then rock forward into the plank. Shoulders are over the hands. And just rock backwards. Hips go down. Arms are straight. And then rock forward. Just going nice and slowly. So that means the other word is slowly and mindfully. And just notice how you feel when you lower the hips down. And then when you rock forward and your shoulders are over your hands, how do your arms feel? And then just rock backwards. And notice how you're breathing when you do this. Just nicely backwards and forwards. And then we'll just come back to our tabletop. So get those knees under the hips and the hands under the shoulders. So spread those fingers out. Nice firm arms, strong arms. So we're going to lift one leg up and one arm up. So you're a balancing table. Keep that arm up. If that and the leg. If the leg gets a little tired, you can just pop the toe down. But try and keep the leg up straight. Then put the hand down and the leg down. Now we'll do the other side. So put that leg up, arm up. And then the hand can come down and leg can come down. And we'll just go back and just let the hips rest on the ankles. Just let the hips go down. And And then we're going to get ready to do our downward facing dog. Get your hands on the mat or on some blocks. Curl the toes under. Push the hips up. Stretch the backs of those legs. And stretch the arms and the head goes down. So hips up, legs are straight, arms are straight, and the head's down. Keep breathing. Just notice how your legs feel, how your arms feel. Then you can walk feet forward and touch the mat. And slowly coming up to standing. That's right, bring those hands up. Bring those hands to heart center. Now we had a lovely sunny day. It's warm. So we really need to do sun salutation, don't we? All right, so lift those arms up. Hinge at the hips. Touch the mat. Touch your knees. Touch the mat. And then bring those arms up. Hands to heart center. And then arms go up. Touching the mat. Touch the knees. Touch the mat. Sweep those arms up. Bring those hands to heart center. And again. So up. Hinging at the hips. Touch the mat. Touch knees. Touch the mat. And sweep those arms up. Bring those hands to heart center. And now we're going to do our chair flow. So bring those arms up, both arms up, looking up, and then just sweep the arms down as you bend the knees. The hands go down, the head goes down. Hands go up behind, wave to the sky. Your knees are bent. Then bring the arms through, pushing into the ground with your feet. And then we stay here in chair pose. So your knees are bent, your bottom's sticking out, your arms are straight. And then lifting those arms up, looking up, and then sweep those arms down again. Head goes down, wave to the sky, knees are bent. And then sweep the arms through, bending at the knees, pushing into the ground. And then we stop in chair pose. And then lift, straighten the legs. And then let's do that again. So sweep the arms through. Head goes down. Arms go behind, wave to the sky. Knees are bent. Then bring those arms through, pushing into the ground. Knees are bent, arms are straight. And then lifting up, straightening those legs. And then just let those arms come down nice and slow. Remember the long breath out, the one that calms you down. Okay, so now we're going to do our goddess pose. Remember our goddess pose? So get those legs nice and wide and turn those toes to the corners of the mat. So the toes are pointing to the corners of the mat. You're going to bend the knees and you put the bottom down, just like we did in our chair pose, except now our legs are wide apart. And then we can bring our arms up. Make sure our shoulders are back, core muscles are engaged. That's it, shoulders back. And then up. Bring the arms down. Keep the legs exactly where they are. They're in just the right spot. Hinge at the hips. Touch the mat. And then we can do our walking our hands past one foot. So you can bend the knee and stretch the leg. And then you walk your hands the other way. Cross the other foot. And bend the knee and stretch the leg. And go backwards and forwards like that. So the other side. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Go to the other side. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Come to the center. And then slowly come up into a star. And then we can bend our arms and our legs. Go back into goddess pose. Keep breathing. Just noticing your legs. Are they getting sore? And then you can straighten the legs. Lift those arms up and let the arms come down nice and slow. And I'm going to hinge at the hips again. So down to the floor again with your fingertips. Just take a moment here. So we've got a wide-legged forward fold. Just touching the mat. Let your head go forward. Take some deep breaths here. And then you can walk the hands past one foot, bend the knee, stretch the leg. And go back the other way. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. And go back the other way. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Come to the center. Slowly coming up. Up we come. Reaching up. And we're going to bend those arms, bend the knees. One more time. And then reaching up. Up we go. And the arms can come down. And you can bring the feet together. Give the legs a little shake. That was a lot of work, wasn't it? Okay. So now let's get back onto the floor. So we're going to get back onto the floor using our downward facing dog. So we'll get on, onto the floor with our downward facing dog. Then we'll go into child's pose. So hands on the mat or on a block. Stepping back, nice straight legs. Knees go down. And keep the big toes together. Open up the knees. The knees are nice and wide. And keep the hips down. And put the head down. And just have a nice little rest here. In our child's pose. So this is the one arms is down, remember? And just slowly pushing yourself up. Bring those knees together. And you can just twist yourself around. We're going to lie down on our backs. So we'll lie down. Keep those knees back. We're going to do a bridge pose. So lift up those hips. Push your feet into the ground. Lift the hips. Just let the hips go down nice and slowly. Lift the hips up one more time. Nice and high. Get all the muscles around your core and around the thighs. And the hips can come down. Bring the knees up. Give yourself a little roll from side to side. And then put the feet down. Keep the knees together. And let the knees fold to one side. And then arms go out. Look away from the knees. We'll do our supine twist. This is a cooling and calming down pose. You might feel the stretch in the legs, the stretch along the waist. Lifting the knees up. And then keep the knees together, drop to the other side, look away. Slow deep breath. Notice and mindful how your body feels. And lifting those knees up. And then you can bring the knees up to give them a hug, and then do a nice little roll from side to side again. And just put the feet down, keep the knees together. Just notice how the hips, the lower spine, feels nice and supported on the floor. And then you can just roll over to one side, or you can just stay there. Stretch those legs out in front. Ready for the Shavasana. Ready for Shavasana. Just start, we're going to be mindful or notice how our bodies feel. Let's notice if you're feeling relaxed or tensed, comfortable or uncomfortable. Are there any pain? Is there pain or is there a strong sensation anywhere? Just notice how your feet, your legs are feeling. Just rest your legs. Let them feel soft and relaxed. What about your belly? Are you full or are you hungry? Just notice. Is your stomach making noises? Check in with your back and your chest, your shoulders. How about your arms and your hands? Just notice how they feel. How is your face? And your tongue and your jaw. Be nice and relaxed. Just relax the jaw. You're grinding your teeth. Just let them be space. Maybe do a yawn. Open the mouth. Really relax. And finally, just a little smile on your face. Take away the frown that might be there. Just slowly start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And slowly roll over to one side. And very slowly push yourself up. Push yourself up and come up to seated. And you know what I'm going to say. Notice how you're feeling. Just put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Notice how you're feeling. So notice is the same word for mindful. Be mindful how you feel. Mindful of your body, your breath. So noticing, mindful. Oh, now, we got a little smile with our eyes. Smile with our lips. So we can have love in our heart. And then we can do our peace is in us, right? Peace is in me. Peace is in me.
Peace in me. Peace in me. Peace is in me. Peace is
We will
in
do
me.
our love and
Peace is
kindness.
Speak with me.
Oh, I've got your love and your light in my heart, and I will keep it there. And you know what? I'm going to notice it here. I'm going to be mindful of that. I have your love and your light in my heart. Makes me feel happy. So the light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Bye.
Oh, thank you, Mama.
Enjoy the warm weather. Bye.
Bye, Mama. Thank
Bye,
you.
Lorna.